3 red cards, multiple confrontations, a stoppage time brawl, and a referee who completely lost control of the game. What was supposed to be a World Cup group stage clash between Mexico and South Africa turned into an all-out football war inside a packed Estadio Azteca. Over 80,000 screaming fans witnessed a match that went from tactical football to absolute chaos in just 90 minutes. But here's the question everyone is arguing about. Was South Africa unfairly punished by the referee? Or are Mexico's growing discipline problems a massive warning sign for their World Cup campaign? Stay until the end, because we're breaking down every controversial decision, every red card, and what this result means for Group A. Before kickoff, the pressure couldn't have been higher for Mexico. As World Cup co-hosts, expectations were sky high. Playing in front of more than 80,000 passionate supporters at the iconic Estadio Azteca, anything less than victory would have been seen as a disaster. South Africa knew exactly what they were walking into. Their blueprint was simple: stay compact, defend deep, frustrate Mexico, then hit on the counterattack whenever opportunities appeared. If they could keep the score level early, the pressure would gradually shift onto the home side and silence the crowd. But that entire game plan lasted just 9 minutes. Goal replay. Julián Quiñones struck with devastating speed. A defensive lapse from South Africa allowed Mexico to break through far too easily. One moment of hesitation, one mistake in positioning, and suddenly Mexico had the lead. The Azteca erupted. The crowd was alive, and South Africa's carefully designed defensive strategy was destroyed almost instantly. Instead of sitting comfortably and waiting for counterattacks, they now had to chase the game. And that's where everything began to unravel.
The first half remained competitive. South Africa continued battling. Mexico pushed for a second goal. But everything changed 4 minutes after halftime. In the 49th minute, Yaya Sithole launched into a high and dangerous challenge. The referee didn't hesitate. Straight red card. South Africa were down to 10 men. Immediately, controversy exploded. Some fans argue the challenge was reckless and endangered the opponent's safety. Others believe a yellow card would have been enough. So what do you think? Was it a clear red card? Or was the referee too quick to reach for his pocket? Leave your opinion in the comments, because this decision completely changed the direction of the match. From that point onward, football became secondary. The game grew increasingly physical. Tensions rose with every tackle. Players argued after nearly every whistle. And Mexico sensed their opportunity. Then came the moment that effectively sealed the victory. Goal replay. Minute 67. Raúl Jiménez. The veteran striker showed exactly why he's still one of Mexico's most reliable attacking weapons. A perfectly timed run, an incredible leap, and a powerful header that left the goalkeeper helpless. 2-0 Mexico. The stadium exploded. At that moment, the result looked settled. But the drama was only getting started.
As frustration continued building, South Africa's night went from difficult to disastrous. In the 83rd minute, Themba Zwane received a red card. Now, South Africa were down to just 9 men. The mountain had become impossible to climb. Mexico were cruising toward victory. Or so everyone thought, because the biggest controversy was still waiting. Brawl footage. Deep into stoppage time. 91st minute. Tempers finally boiled over. Players from both sides became involved in a heated confrontation. Pushing. Shoving. Chaos. And right in the middle of it all was Mexico's star defender, Cesar Montes. For reasons nobody can fully understand, Montes allowed emotions to take over. The referee reviewed the incident. And moments later, another straight red card appeared. Montes was gone. Mexico had won the match, but they had also created a huge problem for themselves. Because unlike South Africa's dismissals, this red card was entirely self-inflicted. Now, Mexico faced the possibility of entering crucial group stage matches without one of their most important defensive leaders. In a tournament where every point matters, that suspension could become extremely costly.
Group A standings. First, Mexico. 3 points, plus 2 goal difference. The perfect start on paper, but the deeper story is much more complicated. Narrator. For South Africa, the challenge ahead is enormous. Not only did they lose the opening match, but they also face difficult questions about discipline and game management. Their margin for error is now extremely small. For Mexico, it's a mixed picture. The positives? 3 points, a clean sheet, goals from Quiñones and Jiménez, top of the group. But the negatives are impossible to ignore. 3 red cards in one match, growing tension on the pitch, and now a suspension that could seriously weaken their defense. If Mexico want to make a deep World Cup run, they must learn to control their emotions, because stronger opponents will punish those mistakes. Now it's your turn. Was South Africa unfairly treated by the referee? Was Yaya Sitoli's challenge really a straight red card? And how damaging will Cesar Montes' suspension be for Mexico's World Cup hopes? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next World Cup analysis. And if you want more tournament drama, click the video on your screen right now for our next World Cup breakdown. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.